Plus. Any law students here? Law students? Law students? What? A lady or a guy? If any statement is written and it starts with if, what does it mean?
Probability.
It's a conditional. It's a conditional. So that conversation, according to that Bible reading, is a contract. If you shall something 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 something. So that particular Bible reading that they read has three distinctive sections: the conditional, the favorable blessings, and the curse. Abi, they don't read the curse to you in the course of the service, so that they don't pronounce a curse upon you, right? They read the conditions and the blessings. But guess what? Why is it that with all of those things, Celestians, we don't really prosper? Have you ever thought about it? Prosperity is dynamic. So prosperity for some people is, I already have a car, I have one room, I have a small plot. You know, there's some things that happen to your mind when they tell you. Yoruba people, Pastor Bolaji said something like some weeks ago, and everybody wanted to roast him when he said Yoruba people are too afraid, something like that. Abi, that they tell you that yeah, we know. We know. How many of you know about AI? How many of you use ChatGPT now in your assignments? Uru to the answer, Abi? The people that wrote ChatGPT didn't come from heaven. It's not written by angels of God. It is man's work, man's programming over time. Hello? Hello? ChatGPT didn't come from heaven. ChatGPT is man's programming over time against tomorrow. The people that wrote ChatGPT or programmed ChatGPT didn't live by the byline of Jeje Layigba. Hello? Sometimes even when you want to challenge the status quo, I've not started mine. I'll open my nose. They will tell you that, Abi? They will tell you, don't challenge the status quo. And they might be there for 100 years in captivity. And you'll be praying. And you'll be praying, right? So what I want to speak to today is your mind. You can be a graduate. You do graduation. You do party. You go to NYSC camp. Come back from NYSC camp. And you are still a failure. I have interviewed graduates in my office before that could not write reports. Graduates. They could not write reports. Graduates. You want to come and talk about business, right? Let me tell you a very interesting story. I dropped out of university. Funny, Abi. But I went back later. Because I had an innate appetite for success. I wanted to be different. At the age of 20, I was already packaging not profitable shows in Lagos. 20 years. At my 22nd year, I had already taken a place called Fantasyland in Ikoyi. I wanted to do a concert there and painted posters and did road show, and nobody came to that show. And I cried. Not one single, it was just me and my friends and the DJ and the sound people at that show, Fantasyland in Ikoyi. I was 20 or 21. By the time I was 24, I took two phase tours. I graduated from Museo University, by the way. I took two phase tours in 2004. I paid him 40,000. The crowd at the show was about 2,000. I felt like I was on top of the world. That showed me that I have something inside. A lot of you don't have it. AI was created by people that have atinuda, not people that are living by my CV. We are talking about value. Those ones are the roundabout. Elder, some product money. How many of you have written a business plan before? Do you even know what a businessman is? Can you write a businessman? Because guess what? This place is a poultry. It is zero guarantee that you succeed in life. Zero guarantee. That because you came to LASU, you will not succeed. It's a lie. This is a poultry. They are just molding you. The hard world is waiting for you. That world that will beat you emotionally, that will beat you economically, that will beat you spiritually. The spiritual part is what my sister has taught you. Me, I'm not a spiritual teacher. I'm a common sense teacher. That world that you now know that ẹ̀sìn ojú olúwa is not for people that are looking for children. Tó bá wáṣẹ́ débi kan tó ò níṣẹ́ wàá lọ ṣe ẹ̀sìn ojú olúwa. Àbí? Wọ́n ló máa kọ́ débẹ̀, wọ́n ló máa kó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ yẹn tó bá jó tó ò ní nìdí. Torí kí ni òun wá iṣẹ́. But guess what? Nǹkan tó máa mú iṣẹ́ wá tó o bá bí bẹ́ẹ̀ bó o lè níṣẹ́. You know how they always deceive you in Celestial Church when you do revival. Mẹ́gà náà máa ń sọ fún yín ní mẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àbí. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ kan tẹ́ wọ́n ń bí yìí tó mọ̀ bọ́ wọn Amẹ́ríkà ní ìṣe ó dẹ̀ ní visa ó ní passport ó ti dá Amẹ́ríkà. Ó yẹ máa bọ̀ sókè àbí. Dọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀kan mú ẹ̀dọ̀ máa bọ̀. Òun tó ń ẹ̀dọ̀wọ́ èèyàn mú ó ní passport. Ó mọ bó ṣe ń apply fún visa. Tí wọ́n ò ní passport ẹ̀rẹ̀ ń dọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ mú ẹjọ́ ń fò sókè. Ẹjọ́ máa ń fò sókè. Ẹjọ́ máa ń fò sókè. Ẹjọ́ fò sókè tó ti dúró ńlẹ̀ wàá padà sí ilé ẹ̀ wàá lọ máa sùn lẹ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tó sùn rí tó jí l'Amẹ́ríkà. Pé mo sùn báyìí Nàìjíríà Olúwa gbé mi l'Amẹ́ríkà Olúwa gbé mi l'Amẹ́ríkà ẹ̀fọn gbé mi lẹ̀ Olúwa gbé mi lẹ̀. Kò ní ṣe kí ni kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀. Tó bá dé bẹ̀ ojú àlá ló ti rí. I'm talking to your mind. The first thing God told Adam was what? What was the first blessing he gave to Adam? Be fruitful. Be fruitful and do what extra? Take dominion. Are you equipped for dominion? I have to come and talk about business. I will talk about business, don't worry. Are you even equipped for dominion? If they bring, some of you are in 200 level, some of you are in 300 level, some of you are in 100 level. If they bring second year citizens or second year students of Cambridge face to face with you, can you compete? If they bring Babcock 300 level face to face with you, your course, the same program, can you compete? I always say when I come to Elders Church in Olujo Balogun's church, I always tell them, ẹ wá tún kọ́ni kan náà. Ẹ lọ sọ fún àwọn tó fẹ́ mi gòkè. Àbí ìpè àkókò tí tó láti gòkè. Ẹ tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sókè yẹn o ti kọjá lára ẹ̀ 50 times. But you have zero content to present to the person that wants to. Yorùbá, the same Yorùbá people that are abusing their thing now tell you. They say ọmọ tó bá ṣe kí ni ìyá ẹ̀ máa dé. Shipa means you have what? Your own might. Ògbèdè bí kan àbí. When you give birth to your own baby, don't worry, go along. Kí ló máa ń kọ́ ṣe aṣọ ẹ̀? That baby is ready to take flight. That's what it means. You want to own a business? You admire people that drive Range Rover, Land Cruiser, and you think it is easier. How many of you have seen To Kill a Monkey? You have seen it? You saw the difference between poverty and money, but you saw the ìyà that came with it. Whether legal or illegal, you will do like this. The same Adam that God said, "Be fruitful and multiply." When Adam messed up, what God tell him? From your hustle, hustle. So you want to be fruitful and you want to multiply. What is your seed that you have? Aṣòrí báyọ̀ ti wẹ̀ múlẹ̀ arábìnrin Olúwa yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ ohun tó fi. Kì í ṣorí ẹ̀sìn sẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀bùn nígbà òbí lóko. Many of you right now, you know, like the ladies, when they ask you at the age of 20, what kind of guy you want to date? You say, tall, dark, handsome, dresses well, DVD, excited to be made job. You are still 20. Wait, first. 20 years. Has to be tall, dark, dresses well, smells well, talks well. Okay. After you have talked 3 breakfasts, and you get to the age of 30, you will now change your orientation. You now start to say, God fearing, family man. I think when I have 40 years, what will I say? A man that has sex. Hey, go ahead, no. When you get it from them, just know that they are old. They are beating them left and right. What am I trying to talk about? Now, I can bet it with many of you. You don't know what you want to do yet. And Nigeria is not smiling. And you're also going to a world where skill is an asset. Skill is an asset. When the Lord wants to bless your hand, what do you have in your hand that He will bless? Which one? For you that cannot write business plan. If I say yes, I want to give you 250,000. What can you do? Wash? Well, come and present. Ask here. You will fail at the business because it's not there that will do the business for you. Let me tell you the difference between Unilag and a lot of Nigerian investors. Unilag unconsciously teaches you hustle. It teaches you strive. It teaches you excellence. They won't teach you in a class. That environment will let you see it, and you begin to touch your mind. Go and check. Some of the most successful event planners in this country, decorators in this country, architects in this country, the people in the entertainment industry went to Unilag. That environment speaks to your mind. The most powerful thing that you have, that you must never let the devil take from you, is your mind. I didn't say your heart. Your heart will die. I said what? Your mind. Your mind. That is where innovation starts from. That is where freedom starts from. That is where belief starts from. You are studying all sorts of courses, programs today, I think. What courses are you studying now? Just tell me. What's the course? What are you studying? Are you a student? What are you studying? Law. Law. You are 50% made for survival. 50%. Because guess what? Businesses will still need to write contracts. There will be litigation. There will be representation. So watch out. But again, you are going into the same world where 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 other lawyers like you have been produced and made. What's going to set you aside? What's going to set you aside? Have you started thinking about it? We just feel like because I'm a lawyer, when I'm black, money will just start following you. You have to think about it. What is going to set me aside? What is my content? What is my character? What connection do I have? You have the spiritual connection, and what communities are you playing in? The Celestial Church that you are in, let me tell you the truth. I was born in Celestial Church and still here. I'm probably one of the most radical voices in the church. I always tell the youth leaders, you are raising educated, spiritual, poor people. They will be spiritual. One day for the workers. One day, but guess what? They will not have money. Because you are not teaching them how to prosper. Mind. Your mind. What are you studying, man? Yes. English. What do you want to become when you're done? What do you want to do? A diplomat. You have a national passport. Have you traveled before? Diplomat. That's fine. What if it doesn't happen? What else will you do? What's your plan B? Fashion design. You see the gap? Diplomacy and fashion. You see wide gap. Very wide gap. Diplomacy and fashion. How are you now preparing to, just in case, go into fashion? You are learning. Okay. What area of fashion do you want to specialize in? Sorry? Female clothes. What kind of female clothes? Owambe. You know how many people make Owambe? You want to compete? You have the power to compete? Can you compete? I'm not saying you cannot. I'm not saying you should not. I'm only saying, have you started conceiving it now? You use Bolt app for Uber, for cabs. You know Bolt, the second one of Uber. The guy that programmed Bolt at the age of 19. He's a global CEO of Bolt worldwide. He's from Estonia. He's about 28 or 29 now. Still a global chairman. You know why Nigeria performs well at under 17, under 20? They take players in their prime to those competitions. If you go under 17, you walk 32-year-old boy. So the world is not waiting back. That Nigerian striker under 17. By the time the World Cup, we are 51 years old. Our face Messi na do. Because 8 to 1 in football Messi àti rí Messi kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ 4 years lọ. Kékeré ló ti gbà. Ẹ̀yin máa kọ́kọ́ fail down. Máa fail wá ẹ̀. Ẹ máa drop at university. Ẹ ṣe wà lọ́wọ́ football club. What I'm trying to tell you is, whatever you want to become, the spiritual part, the advantage that you have, the first clause is no ṣiṣe tí ìwọ bá fi ara balẹ̀. But what has God said to you that is your purpose? Have you asked God about your purpose? I just follow you. I'm waiting for Sele Woli. They will come and drag you in 2025 and say, hallelujah, ọmọ ẹnu, adékò ntànkó olómi ìtútù, ntànkó olómi ìtútù, ntànkó olómi ìtútù ẹ̀hẹ́. Ṣé bí ọ̀tà náà kò lọ wọ́tà? I bought water. You can actually own a cocktail company. Adékò ntànkó olómi ìtútù, gómi máa ṣe ìkúrò ní nǹkan tó mọ̀ ntà ó. Wàá lọ ra tank, wàá rọ mi sọ máa ta bucket of water, wàá pẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. That is what he has given you is just the seed. The what? Spiritual direction. What you don't have is Atinuda. So if you are praying for today, tell God, Father Lord, from today unlock my mind. That mind, not if you unlock it. Lord, unlock it and begin to speak to me. Inspire my mind. Let me see visions. Let me see. Drop ideas on my mind. That's the first thing. Content. Today, some of us can be called to come and oversee projects within Celestial Church today. Big projects. Because by the grace of God, we have content. Where's Elder? We have yapped him like mad today. See, this is Sisters Conference. Lagos University, Celestial Church of Christ. This is the best you can do. I said, what stops you from asking us for funding? What stops you from identifying 5, 10, 15 people that can give you 100,000 naira each? And you ask why you need to bring you a massive stage. You put screen, you arrange chairs. In the morning, you shine on. After you shine on, you start the program. You use the music and the genre to bring them. And when they are here, we will speak. And we will pray. And you will seek impartation. Some of the young people you want to come and join you have churches that have better systems than you. They will not come to one canopy. Your mind. If alumni is not giving you money, leave alumni. Look for ambassadors, mentors. Go and look for them. Follow them. There are many of them in Celestial Church of Christ. Go and look for Lloyd Olayinon in Osaka, London. That's the MD of the Bankers Warehouse. Go and look for Muiwa Rio. That's the MD of Main Street Capital. Go and look for Demola Bolaji. Men and women of resource. And when they give you that resource, show character. Am I offering 2 million? Okay, David. When I told them not to repay 2 million, that they found on the stage, you know, 75,000. They will not give you again. You are doing sisters convention, right? Sisters. And as I come, I'm not seeing sisters showcasing creativity. I'm not seeing sisters showcasing their craft. Emma Lugo, Gongo, Lugo, that is what it means. What we should be seeing is a canopy where you are displaying your fashion now. Where she's displaying organic soaps. That the world is going back towards. What I should be seeing is you displaying your t-shirts. Buy t-shirts in LASU or Alaba 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira. Plain. Just go to where you print Omojesu on it. And just because you put Omojesu on it, that t-shirt stops being 3,000. You can now sell it for 5,000. You go to a screen printer, you put Omojesu. You put God boy with bad attitude or God boy with bad boy gone good. Just be creative. That AI, that internet, you're using to watch porn. You now watch it now, you are there. Use it to look for videos of creativity. Spend your time on YouTube. How did Google start? Àwọn tó ń ṣe olórí méjì àti méjì. If I ask you now what's your problem, you say money. Abi? Money. Money mi ò jẹ́ kẹ́lẹ́ yìí ṣùgbọ́n. Abi? Sir? Mo gbọ́ yẹ sàlẹ̀ yìí. Come. How much are you looking for?
85 million naira, sir.
Ó fẹ́ kó bá rẹ̀.
Be realistic. Be realistic.
35 million. That's fine. What do you want to do with it?
I want to own my own sound, screen, and videography entertainment group.
Sound, screen, and videography entertainment group. Okay. So is that an immediate vision or a vision for next 10 years?
The vision for next 5 years.
Next 5 years. What's your name today? What's your photography company called today?
Daniel Adams Concept.
Daniel Adams Concept. Okay. What's the biggest project you've ever done?
I think the biggest project I've ever done is Anikulapo. The first season of Anikulapo.
What did you do there?
I worked as a costumer, like a subordinate to the costumer.
You worked as a what?
A subordinate to the costumer, to the main head of the costumer.
Okay, so you had the opportunity to be in that space where
Yes,
you were
sir.
filming.
Yes, sir.
And that began to create things in your head.
No.
Wait now. Wait.
Chill.
What is the highest amount of money you have been paid for photography service?
1,000 naira.
120. Wedding.
No.
Oku.
No.
Graduation.
No.
What? Tell me my father said what? Eh?
A movie.
Movie shoot.
Yes.
As
ABTS.
BTS. That's what's BTS from?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. I like that. So you started getting a level of experience.
Yes, sir.
And you got paid 120,000.
Yes, sir.
Now let me play the devil's advocate. If my Egbon, Brian, and his wife want to celebrate anniversary next year, and we say, what's the name again?
Daniel Adams website.
Daniel Adams, why should photo shoot for one? If you take their picture today, when will they get the picture?
What time?
Simple question. If you take their picture today, family photo shoot in their house, when will they get their picture?
Tomorrow morning.
Look at what they're going to have. Wait now. So you're saying tomorrow, this is marketing now. You're saying tomorrow morning. Okay. Now, you have an advantage, and the advantage you have is you have content. Only about to be, but you have content. You have first and foremost, you have figured out yourself. You are in that creative space. You are not confused. You are not saying, tomorrow that you have to do about law. You have figured out yourself already. You are in the creative space. Fantastic. But let me tell you, it will take something out of the world for anybody to give you 35 million. Because if you're going to get 35 million from me, you would have said, I want to create a software. Okay, once you say software, I begin to understand that, okay, you need big money. Not necessarily, but at least the case of that big money you are needing is justified to 50%. I want to create a software that allows people to take their own pictures, edit, How many of you know Canva? Canva. You know the owner of Canva? But you use a product, it's a female. A lady like you, young lady, go there, what 30. Global CEO of Canva. But guess what? Disappointment is, I didn't open my book, I've not opened my book, I wrote things there. Maybe the Holy Spirit is saying, just speak to their mind, leave them. Do you get what I'm saying? Disappointment is one of the key ingredients on your way to success. Canva's proposal was turned down by investors, I'm coming back to you, over 80 times. You know how it feels? To be rejected 80 times, trying to raise money. Many of you would have given up. I mean, you would have given up. Lawyer, you would have given up. 80 times. I mean, not 80 times, like 80 times in 3 days. 80 times over 3 years. You send emails, you're calling them, going back, we'll give me an hour, see, okay, for 5,000, until one person took a gamble on her. They didn't take a gamble on her because she wanted to create a graphic studio. They took a gamble on her because she created a software that could compete with CorelDRAW and Adobe, democratizing creativity. Meaning, she will put all the tools that Adobe and Corel didn't put on Corel and make it easier for a layman like you to design a flyer for this program using only Canva without any form of previous knowledge. That's not what you sold to me. What you sold to me is a sound company, like you have big vision. There's nothing wrong in having a big vision. But what you should have sold to me is, right now I need about 3 million. I want to buy 2 more gadgets. I don't want to rent anymore. Maybe you rented this one, or it's your own. Calm down. So to buy 70,000 for Shensin, or the rent camera 25,000, 30,000. So the owner of that camera is smarter than you are. Because if this camera goes out for 25,000 every day, and it goes out for 30 days, how much is that? 25 times 30. Eh? How much is this camera? 1.2 million. So if I buy it today and it goes out every day, in 2 months I would have made the money back. Eh? So I'm smarter than you. Hello? I own the camera, I don't even know anything about photography. All I have is this camera and a bag and one form that you will sign every day, come and rent my camera. If it damages, I'm sending you to prison. Because it's my asset that's bringing money. I will not go and go and learn photography. If I want to, fine. If I don't, and that way you say, oh, I need 3 million because I need to buy 2 of this or 1 of this and lens and this and this and this, so that I can be doing jobs and I can be renting. You're already thinking as a businessman, I will give you that money. But you're selling me a vision of 20 years. To own my own stage, own my own sound, own my own thing. They give that 5 million and you go and buy 10 first. Take it. Your real skin is still under. This is super skin. When you see, what 30 million got body. Come on, 25 million, pay for anyone. Eh? All these girls, you don't follow them, you have an idea, I'm smelling. You say they are smelling. When I got this is your post to one back. Abi, oh my, look all around Zoom. Without lecture and party, my party. Don't worry. You pass up way. Kí ni kò tó mọ ẹgbẹ́ bá rí kí wọ́n fi jẹ? Ó tí ìjàkadà ní bọ́dà mi. Jẹ́ kó wo dé. Ó tí ìjàkadà ní. That's why you see our pressing boys. I don't know. I don't be shady. The first day I collected that money like this, the whole world looked like this to me. The whole world looked like, you know, as a young student, 2003. What about first payment, 850,000 naira. Amọ̀tí láti Ọ̀ṣun títí di àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì. Mo fi lé nílẹ̀ rẹ̀ mọ́ lọ wà ló pẹ̀ ẹ̀dá àríwá wọn. You know what happened to you, eh? The day that money remained 85,000. Your head will not be correct. You now be promising yourself and promising God, God, just give me another one. Eh? When you collect it again, what will happen? Because even if God says make street money, are you ready? Do you even know what you're going to put it to if it happens? Many people that you see today are successful, you don't know the source of their money, but you know their success stories. So there has to be this type of conversations in intensive form, back to back, where we are now getting into practicality of things. I wish I had envisioned this message. I would have sent something to him. You guys would have filled it. We will now take it one by one and discuss it. Are you ready for the future? Are you ready for the future? The future is tech. The future is fast. The future is digital. Even if they are telling you now, pé only iṣẹ́ Olúwa wájú ẹ̀, no problem. Iṣẹ́ Olúwa yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ Olúwa. Even if you are going to become a shepherd tomorrow, what kind of shepherd do you want to become? Are you asking yourself already? When the children will come to Celestial Church of Christ? Until they go 10 years. Eh? Ó ti ná 90% àwọn evangelists to answer it. Because they understood the place of what? Positioning. Only content, only character, only connection. If you want to start to empower yourself economically and say, okay, let's start sisters something trips for the company. Let's be doing a job. Everybody will be bringing their own money. Is the day they want to, after you have collected your own, the day you are supposed to now pay next, they don't see you again. You say, my mommy shop, what I entered it. Character, content, connection. Your first connection is God. But have you ever seen anybody that God has come down from physical control before? Kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀. Adam nìkan ló ṣe fún kò ní ṣe fún anybody. Yẹn lè ti jẹ̀gbẹ́ ní yẹn ti lọ. He will not do it for anybody again. There is an adage that says, heaven help those who help themselves. So madam, I want to become a fashion designer. How many successful fashion designers are you following? You have mentors, you have people that you admire, you have people that you are looking at every day and imagining yourself in them. Who is that? Biggie James. This guy, you know going? Biggie James. Interesting. Biggie James had has a very interesting story. She's my friend's friend. I don't know her one-on-one, but she's my friend's friend. I'm gonna get to the James. You know her story, right? I'm gonna get to. But she also had a vision. I will be daring, I will be bold, I will not conform, I will not do the regular. So she spent a lot of time mastering that craft. So when Vicky James sews a dress, she now goes to the next level, beading, stoning. That's where the real Vicky James, that's what makes Vicky James. Anybody can sew you a dress, anybody. The tailor on your street can sew that dress. What they cannot do is the extra effort and the extra craft that Vicky James puts into her dresses. That's why her dresses are 1 million, 2 million. That's why she can marry that boy that she married. And she can buy diamond ring today, buy iPhone 16 today, buy car. It started from here. It started from the ghetto. She didn't grow up in Lekki or Ikoyi. She didn't inherit father's money. She built it from ground up. But it has to do with your mind, vision. Go and follow a girl on Instagram called Yemi Show Yemi. That one is my personal friend. Yemi Show Yemi is arguably